Cue Dave and Ryan in 3, 2, 1.
It's Dave and Ryan's movie review.
Sponsored by the Plan Z Diet.
All right, so in today's final segment, we're going to talk about romantic comedies that are guilty pleasures. And I know for most of you men out there, every romantic comedy is a guilty pleasure. But I have some that I am not ashamed to talk about because I love a good romantic comedy.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite actresses are from romantic comedies. I'm talking to you, Reese Witherspoon, Jennifer Aniston. I'm talking to you. But, you know, there's so many great ones out there. But Ryan and I, you know, we talk about this show quite often. We also talk about, you know, we say things from that show quite often.
Yeah.
So we decided we have to start out with one of our favorite romantic comedies, probably one of the longest romantic comedies there are because it ran, 7 seasons?
Yeah. It's not a movie. It's
a series, and it's How I Met Your Mother.
Yes.
This series is probably, from beginning to end, it's a romantic love story about telling your kids how he met their mom. That's what it's all about.
But it's also debatable that, you know, it was about how he was asking to ask out Robin again with his kids.
Yes, that you had to wait for 7 years for them to get back together.
You had to wait.
Happened in the first season, and then you had to wait for the the final season for it to happen again. I like this series. I think we're kind of the same, me and you. We will sit and watch this one probably once a year and burn through the series again.
Yeah, well, you know what? You have those parts where during the year where there's you know, a show just ended, a series, a movie, a television series just ended for the season, and the next one you want to watch isn't for another few weeks or like a month later. So you got all this spare time to do nothing. So go ahead and watch it. You know it's funny.
Yes, it's definitely great. You know, you've got Jason Segel, you've got Robin Scherbatsky, Colby Smulders, and we've talked about this before, how Neil Patrick Harris didn't win an Emmy every year.
Yes.
As a womanizer.
He was amazing.
Playing Barney Stinson in this series, I will never know. Every year he should have. For a gay man to play a womanizer, and it's such a great series. So check it out, please. If you've never checked it out, even if you've heard people bag on it, and yes, you know what? Here's the bad thing. Ted is probably the worst character on the show.
Yeah.
He really is.
You know, it starts off kind of focused on him, but then by about season 3,
it branches out.
And it's kind of more Barney and Jason's character,
and
Marshall.
But yeah, it's a great series. It really is. And How I Met Your Father was okay.
No, it wasn't.
It never met the expectations of How I Met Your Mother.
It was dog crap.
But it was not great. Okay, listen to Ryan.
It was horrible.
He knows what he means. He
ashamed.
says what he talks. Okay, so if I can't pick just one romantic comedy, but if I had to, I would say my favorite romantic comedy is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. This is Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey. You know, Robert Klein is in this one. Adam Goldberg, Thomas Lennon is in this, and Matthew McConaughey's character is in advertising, and he's known for writing beer commercials and, you know, dude stuff. And Kate Hudson works for a magazine, and she's the how-to girl. So Matthew McConaughey comes up with this idea that he wants to take over this diamond campaign. And if he wins the diamond campaign, or if he, what will it take to get me to get this diamond campaign? So right out of the gate, we're very misogynistic because Robert Klein and these other two ladies that are there are like, okay, you need to make a girl fall in love with you. And if you can do that, then you get the diamond campaign. And Kate Hudson is writing an article on how to lose a guy in 10 days. So the two ladies that are saying that they want the diamond campaign just as much as Matthew McConaughey does, they know that Kate Hudson is writing this article. So they hook the two of them up.
Oh.
And guess what? They end up falling in love.
Of course.
Of course they do. And I think the best side part of the whole story, just to let you know how big of a fantasy it is and it's taking place during the NBA Finals, and it's the New York Knicks and the Sacramento Kings. Ooh. So, but it's a great movie. It really, really is. I love this movie. I will sit and watch this movie if it's on. It's great. I love this one. Do you have one that you want to talk about?
There's like you said, there is a lot out there. I find myself watching a few of them. Morning Glory is a good one.
Yep.
When in Rome is always a good one. We talked about Forgetting Sarah Marshall. That is also a good one. But if I'd have to say, if I'm looking for like a rom-com that's more my style, I'd have to say The Princess Bride.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
You got Wesley and Buttercup and Amiga Montoya. You killed my father. And plus, it's got Andre the Giant in it.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. I remember, what was I in? Was I a sophomore? Had to have been a sophomore or a junior. And we went to All-State Choir in Salt Lake. And it was on HBO at the time. And yeah, we almost missed mini rehearsals just hanging out in people's rooms watching that movie over and over. It's a good movie. Again. It is. It really is.
Inconceivable.
Wallace Shaw. You gotta love him for that. The other ones that always come to mind, because I mentioned her, Jennifer Aniston has two that are great. Mm-hmm. Picture Perfect with Jay Moore and Kevin Bacon is in that one, where Jay Moore is the wedding photographer. He does video. And then the other one is The Object of My Affection, and it's Jennifer Aniston and Paul Rudd. Ooh. And that's a good one too. I love both of those movies. I'm a sucker, man, for a good romantic comedy. I really am. Yeah. And it's like we said, because at the heart of it, it's a comedy. Yeah. And another one that just popped in, The Proposal.
Yeah, The Proposal is a good one.
So, I mean, we could sit here and talk. We could probably do...
The scene with Betty White around the campfire...
Oh, God.
...is amazing. To the window, to the wall.
We could sit here and talk about romantic comedies for a day.
Yeah.
And not run out because, Sandy Bullock, there's another one. Oh, Sandy. 2 weeks notice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then that makes me go to Music and Lyrics with Hugh Grant. That's a great one too. So plenty of great things like that out there. On the horizon, we need to remind you, coming up in March, 6, 7, 8, 9, is that what we decided?
Yes.
Man versus Marvel. I'm going to try and not die and watch all 33 movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and stay awake. We will do this show live that Saturday. Yep. I will be doing my morning shows on Kickin' Country on Thursday morning and Friday morning live. It's a lot. We're starting to put it together now. We'll be getting some promos out. They should be hitting within the next couple of weeks or a week or so.
But watch out on Facebook and YouTube for those.
Get ready for that because, we will do the same way we did the Star Wars Force Awakens. We will do a Facebook stream and we'll do a live stream on YouTube as well. Anything else?
Just go watch. Go watch one of these that we talked about today.
Enjoy a movie. Yeah. Go out there, do that. Check out our YouTube channel. If you're not liking and subscribing, please do so to your YouTube channel and to our Facebook page.
And if you want us to react or do a redemption for something for one of our videos, let us know.
Definitely. Leave a comment on there. Say, hey, why don't you ever watch this one? Let me know what you think of that, okay? So I think we've given you plenty of homework so that you can get out there and go see a movie.